Hi and welcome to Earnest Discourse. It is said that life is a series of accidents stitched together by an observer's memories. And what better example of this statement could be made available than the work of maverick author Maha Venkatesh, whose care of Kanjarapalayam seems to cement the suggestion that we, indeed, are a product of accidents, which we carelessly call experience. Again, this is not a review, but an expression of the cinema's impact on a mind in search of newer experiences. If one were to draw a list of most entertaining and touching Indian cinemas of the 21st century, Kanjarapalayam would definitely find a place on the top 25. It is not just the simplicity of the storyline that makes Kanjarapalayam a modern great, but also its understated exuberance, in the sense that it is a celebration of life, even when there is little to rejoice. And just like Lijojo Pelisheri's groundbreaking Angamali Diaries, Kanjarapalayam is a rich fare served by a host of debutantes. We are introduced to four seemingly separate love stories, each a well nourished universe with its own compact sets of tragedies, comedies, aspirations, expectations, and failures. There is an R.K. Narayana's touch to every character, with none being aware of their viciousness, even while tearing apart the lives of others that happen to crisscross with theirs. A sort of innocence, not devoid of malice. How these storylines intertwine and make a wholesome whole form the major part of Mahavenkatesh's attempt. And let us not forget the twist at the climax that weaves the disparate elements into a fine yarn, emerging as more of a thriller than an unassuming tale of a Telugu neighborhood that the film masquerades as. It would not be amiss to call Kanjarapalayam a love story. It would also be not out of place to call it a comedy, or a thriller, or a coming of age drama. The four love stories are presented to us as montage of four disparate lives. The first one revolves around Piyun Raju, whose life changes with the arrival of a new boss Radha, a spirited single mother whose take on life is in stark contrast to our Piyun's. The second story concerns a schoolboy Sundaram, infatuated with his classmate Sunita, played by Nityashree Goru of the TikTok's Oh My God fame. The effort he makes to woo her forms the meat of this episode. The third one is about a rising politician, small time henchman Joseph, and his ill fated love affair with Bhargavi. The fourth story, which according to me is the most intense of the four, is about Gatam, a staff at a liquor outlet, enamored by a woman customer whose eyes, through the thick veil she drapes around her face, captivate him. Now, to say that the film is an easy-go merry foray would be sacrilegious, for Kanjarapalayam is also a social commentary. It teaches without preaching. It questions the social mores without sermonizing. An apt example is the conversation between Radha and her daughter, during which the latter opposes her mother's desire to marry the Piyun. The dialogue in which Radha assails her daughter's pseudo-feminism is one for the textbooks. And then there is the love story between Gatam and the mysterious customer at his liquor joint. There is a scene where our hero realizes that the buyer is a prostitute. The agreement they reach to nourish the blooming relationship is something no ordinary director could have even mustered the courage to depict. I was completely shaken by a scene wherein our hero gives the woman a packet of condoms while she is going with a client. Meanwhile, Joseph grudgingly falls for a Brahmin girl, Bhargavi, whose strong will and resolve wilt under the age-old tactics of Indian parents to emotionally blackmail their wards into submission. And our schoolboy Sundaram accidentally sets into motion a chain of events that ends with his father committing suicide, all because he was pining for his crush, who was whisked away by her father for singing a film song during a school event. Well, there might be better cinemas, handled with much more brilliance than Venkatesh manages here. But what he brings to the table is undiluted innocence, made possible only by his disregard for failure and how his foray would fare. Kanjarapalem is a documentary of those small lives, often ignored in the tedium of living. Venkatesh achieves much not because his characters are well thought out, but because he aims at performing the fundamental duty of a director, that is, to be a storyteller. I am told that Venkatesh pitched the story to Praveena Parachuri, an Indo-American cardiologist, and she immediately latched onto the idea and even paid him rupees 3,000 for the project, claiming the proposed cinema is definitely one for the Cannes Festival. Praveena, incidentally, portrays the role of Salima, the love interest of Gautam, in the film. If I were a hardcore movie critic, I definitely would have given the movie 4 out of 5 stars for the sincerity and sheer courage of the director and the characters. Here is a movie that does not shy away from raising probing questions. It highlights the issues more like a documentary than a sermon and refrains from taking positions, which is a rarity in the times we live in, where the thin line between art and activism is blurred every day. That's all for today, fellow travelers, and until we meet again, thank you.